Hey guys, I'm Nikki. This is Purely Chickens. I'm wrapping my Silkie coop for winter and preparing them for the cold. Come join me so I'm not lonely. So my plan for this coop was to get like the plastic clear roofing panels. Been saving up so I can do this coop. Well, unfortunately, we have a winter storm coming tomorrow night. My local hardware store only has 3 in stock. It's not my fault. I've been sick, so I don't know, I've been putting this off. The weather next week is actually in the 50s, so I'm not really worried about it. This coop has Silkies and Bantams in it. They're a little bit weaker than my regular standard size egg laying chickens over in the other flock. Those guys I'm not worried about. As long as their water's not frozen, they're gonna be fine. It's really just gonna be really cold at night, and then it's gonna get back in the 50s. So I'll do that coop next week. But these guys are my Silkie babies, and I need to make sure they're protected from the cold. So it's back to the painter's plastic this year. Let me show you what I got. This painter's plastic just comes in big rolls. You can find it at your hardware store. This one is the 3 mil, but you can also get 6 mil if you need it to be a little bit stronger. I don't love using this just because it's not eco-friendly. It's really hard to like clean this off and save it and not have holes in it for next year, which is why I was going to switch to the roofing panels. The timing just didn't work out for that. Now, if we get like a really random warm week between now and like real winter, I might take this off and do the plastic panels. We'll see. And you can use a staple gun like this. Wherever you're going to staple it onto your wood, just fold the plastic over a few times so it's a little bit thicker. That way it holds up in the wind. If you just staple onto a single sheet of the plastic, it'll rip the first windstorm you get. Oh, and one more tip. You want to make sure that you're skirting it out as well and then covering it with bricks or wood, things like that. Because then if you get a really big snowstorm and the snow melts, it doesn't go down into the run. You also want to leave ventilation up high so the dust can get out and the chickens can get fresh air. Another way to do this, if you don't want to use the staple gun, is to just get like thin strips of wood, sandwich it on top of the plastic, and then screw it onto the wood. That'll keep it nice and secure all winter long. This is probably the worst job I've ever done. It's not the prettiest job, but it is gonna block the wind for the chickens. And that's all we're really worried about. There's ventilation at the top, so they'll get fresh air. The dust won't bother them. You can see I folded it over so I could staple it on a thicker spot. Windows are closed. Skirted it out, holding it down with some heavy stuff. Hi, Brenda. What you doing? Pretty girl. Let me show you what I got going on inside the coop. Inside the coop, I have a wall heater. This is just like a radiant heat panel. And then you can see the cord goes up there. I'll show you where it goes on the other side. This is not gonna heat the coop, so they're like toasty warm. Just kind of giving them a spot to go if they do get really cold. If you're raising the temperature so they're nice and toasty warm in here, it's not gonna be good if you lose power. It's one of the reasons I advise against heat lamps because it just makes it way too hot, and then they aren't going to want to go outside. They're not going to acclimate to the outside temperature, and then they're just going to be way too cold. Just kind of takes the edge off just a little bit, but if the power goes out, they're not going to go into shock. I have one of these on right now. I'm going to put another one up too. The only thing I really did inside was put the heater on the water, and this is plugged in to the same spot that the heater inside the coop is plugged into. Heater from the coop, the cord comes out there. It goes to this electrical box here, and that also is powering the heater on the waterer. If you open this up, so everything in here is plugged into that one spot, and that goes to a power cord that's attached to my house. All right, it's the next day, and I decided to go traveling around. I found panels. We're gonna wrap the rest in panels just so they have more light. I just bought these like plastic panels. I got these ones at Lowe's, but you can get them at any hardware store. These are called Tough Tex. These are 26-inch by 8-foot polycarbonate, and they're clear. That's gonna let more light in, so we really like that. They're not super cheap. I mean, I think I paid like $25 per panel. Which seems like a lot of money for plastic. Like the front of my big coop, I save these year after year, so they're gonna get their use. To attach them, I'm just using these little screws and washers, and I'm gonna screw it in the divots, not on the part that sticks up because that'll crack the plastic, but just right in here, and you don't really need that many to put it on the wood. Some people will use like zip ties or nuts and bolts to attach it to the wire itself. I don't like doing that because I feel like with the amount of wind we get, it weakens this wire that's attached to the wood. So I'm just gonna screw it right into the wood. She scared the shit out of me. I don't know how many of them are gonna come over here and how many are gonna stay over there, but you can bring them. Right, on to the next one. Deer, you wanna mic up and get to work or what? My helper showed up. Ready to help?
And speaking to the mic?
Yeah, speaking to the mic.
Okay.
All right, go get me a panel. So if you could do 1, 2, 3, 4. So cut on the after the fourth one, there and down. Got that?
Probably not.
You knocked over all my screws.
I know. Is my butt sticking out?
Kind of hope so.
Do you mean the fourth ridge or the fourth valley?
Either one, I think is.
I don't think that's how that works.
I just eyeballed it, so you're just gonna have to also eyeball it. Just cut down, right the next ridge, the valley, right, yeah, right down.
Right there?
Yeah, let me just measure it again.
That's what I was saying.
On the valley and then that ridge there.
Oh my God. We're so good at measuring.
Screw me.
Wow. Not a family-friendly channel anymore.
And we're gonna do it, I want it to go under that ridge there.
Well, that ridge is screwed in.
I know, but just as much as it can.
Okay.
So that way the water doesn't catch. All right, you got it? I don't know why I was trying to hold it.
It's pretty
That's why.
warped.
You gonna come out here in the spring and unscrew all this?
Why?
Because
They don't like a sauna?
No.
You don't know what the Silkie's like.
No
Maybe they're
roast.
like a sauna.
No roast chicken. In the springtime, I will number these with permanent marker so I know where they go for next winter because I will definitely be reusing these.
Be honest. Will these chickens be okay every year without this crap? Probably.
The big ones might because we haven't had bad winters.
These are fluffier though. I feel like they're better insulated.
No, these Silkies die if you look at them weird.
Don't we have actual tools? This is our job.
Oh wait, maybe shears, like trimming shears.
Yeah, we've got those too.
I don't know where they are though. Here,
These
wait.
moldy Fiskars that have been left out for 4 seasons.
These look
that have only ever been used to cut construction paper.
No, these are the ones I use to cut the Silkies' feathers on their head. I gotta get this done before he comes back with better tools. I feel like I'm just piecing this side together, but I mean, it doesn't hurt, right? I don't want to waste it. They were expensive.
Were these expensive?
No.
You gotta buy them every year?
No, that's why I bought them, because you can reuse them every year.
Well, I'm getting carpal tunnel just watching this. The arthritis is eating my hand just looking at that happen. Hurts. God forbid we had some expensive tool from DeWalt that does this.
I don't know where it is.
You said it's in the garage.
I told you where it was, and you couldn't find it, so I don't know. I'll just tell you. I'm taking you in the garage after this. It's gonna be like when you can't find the ketchup.
It's a true crime documentary now.
Let's take a quick look around at the plastic that we put on. This side got all of the roofing panels. You can see on this long edge we have them overlapped so the rain doesn't go down inside. And then over here we pieced together the parts that we cut off. And then we ran out of roofing panels. So on this side I have a clear shower curtain and then the painter's plastic. And you can see there's ventilation along the top here. And we only added ventilation where there was an overhang or gutter. That way the rain doesn't go in the gap. And then back around to the other side. So we got the chickens protected from tonight's storm. It's not the prettiest setup, but at least the wind will be off of them and they'll be nice and dry. I'm Nikki, this is Purely Chickens. Until next time, keep chicken keeping pure and simple. Wanna come say that with me?
No.
You don't have it memorized? I'm Nikki. This is Jeremy. This is Purely Chickens. Until next time, keep chicken keeping pure and simple.